I've been on compounded tirzepatide for 8 weeks now, and my body has changed in ways I never expected, especially in menopause. But is it really worth it? Today, I'm breaking it all down from weight loss to side effects and everything in between. Let's get to it. My name is Dr. Julie Kruger. I'm a licensed physical therapist and a certified health coach. Even with my background, I've struggled with weight gain in perimenopause and menopause. If you're watching this, I'm guessing you know that struggle all too well. And I'm so glad you're here because today I'm revealing my latest progress with the GLP-1 medication tirzepatide. I'll be sharing my weight loss results, body fat percentage changes, updated body measurements, my before and after photos, and some unexpected challenges I faced over the past 4 weeks since my last update. Let's get straight to the most exciting part. Over the past 8 weeks, I've lost a total of 12.8 pounds and more than 5% body fat. All I can say is, wow. When I first started tirzepatide, I had no idea how my body composition would change, especially during menopause. I've tried to lose weight several times in menopause, and it was always incredibly frustrating. So there was still a part of me that wondered if this would really work. Seeing these numbers and my before and after changes has been incredibly motivating. But what's even more exciting is seeing how my body is reshaping in ways I never expected. Losing almost 13 pounds in 8 weeks, that alone has been very rewarding. But remember, the scale only tells us part of the story. What really matters when it comes to your health and longevity is your body fat percentage and your lean muscle. I've seen a steady decline in my body fat percentage over the past 2 months, which has been just as impressive. Now, when it comes to lean muscle, my goal is to maintain my lean muscle within about 1 to 2 pounds while losing weight and losing body fat. And so far, I'm doing pretty good. My lean muscle is up by 0.6 pounds from where I started. And I consider this a huge win, especially in menopause when muscle loss can be a real challenge for us. Not only have I lost weight, but I can already see the difference in my body shape. My clothes are fitting better, my waist is more defined, and I just feel lighter on my feet. In fact, I just bought a new pair of jeans right before I started on my GLP-1 journey because my old jeans were feeling a little too tight. Now those new jeans are too big, and my old jeans are back to fitting the way that they're supposed to. So to put this all into perspective, dropping 5% body fat means I've lost mostly fat while keeping my muscle, which is exactly what I want. I'll be showing my before and after photos here in just a couple of minutes so you can see the changes for yourself. But the key takeaway here, tirzepatide is doing more than just helping me lose weight. It's shifting my body composition in a way that feels empowering and sustainable. So if you're on the fence about giving tirzepatide a try, I hope this helps you see what's possible even in menopause. You're not going to believe some of the changes in my body measurements over the past 4 weeks compared to my first 4 weeks. In the first 4 weeks, I lost a total of 1.25 inches. I saw changes in my neck, my chest, and my hips. Overall, it was a small change, but I was still starting to notice a difference in how my clothes were fitting at that point. But let's look at what happened in my second 4 weeks. My neck measurement stayed the same, but I lost anywhere from 1/4 inch all the way up to 1 full inch in all the other areas. My total inches went from 238.25 to 233 inches. That's a loss of 5.25 inches in my second 4 weeks. And here's the crazy part. I lost 8 pounds in my first 4 weeks and only lost 1.25 inches. In my second 4 weeks, I lost 4.8 pounds, but then I lost an incredible 5.25 inches. So overall, I've lost a total of 6.5 inches in just 8 weeks on Tirzepatide. No wonder my jeans are fitting better. Again, this is why it's important to track your progress in a variety of ways. Even if you don't have access to a body composition analyzer, you probably have a tape measure laying around. And if not, you can get one on Amazon for around $2 or $3. So actually, I'm curious now, what methods are you using to track your progress besides the scale? Let me know in the comments what's been the most helpful for you. Okay, I have some before and after photos to share with you. I decided to take photos every 8 weeks to give it enough time to hopefully see some real differences. So here are some of my forward-facing before and after shots. The photos on the left are my starting photos, and the ones on the right are at 8 weeks. I can see changes in the shape of my face. My neck is more defined, and my waist and hips are a little smaller. I've never tracked my weight loss progress with side-by-side photos like this before, but I'm so glad I did this. It's really cool to look back and see some of these changes. Next, here are some rear-facing shots. This is where I can see my back fat and love handles are shrinking, and I can start to see a little bit of that hourglass shape starting to return. These pictures were a little hard to look at in the beginning and even harder to put on YouTube, but it has been really inspiring for me to see these before and after changes in my body. I hope it helps inspire you too. From the side view here, you can see that my stomach is a little flatter, and I can see a little bit of shape returning to my glutes. Another thing that really stood out for me is how much better my posture looks from all of these angles. As a physical therapist, I like seeing that. Here you can see I zoomed in on my face, and I was shocked at the changes in my face and neck. And you can also see how much smaller my ribs and waist look here. I honestly didn't expect to see this much change in my photos in just 8 weeks. And now I can't wait to compare these to my next set of photos in another 8 weeks. That'll be really fun to look at. If you're just getting started on your own weight loss journey, I would highly recommend you take some before and after weight loss pictures. Even if you're already several weeks or months in, if you're not at your goal yet, take some pictures. I think you'll be really glad you did. I know everyone's weight loss journey is different, and I'd love to hear from you. What are some of the changes that you've noticed in your body? Are there certain areas of your body that are changing more than others? Let me know in the comments how your progress is going. Real quick, I want to give you an update on the changes in my Tirzepatide dosage and the side effects I've been experiencing. I started at 10 units of compounded Tirzepatide and increased my dosage to 15 units at the end of week 2, which was the week I gained 0.6 pounds. Then I continued to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week for another 4 weeks at that 15 units. At the end of week 6, I had only lost 0.3 pounds. Since I lost less than 1 pound that week, I went ahead and increased my tirzepatide dosage to 20 units and have remained at the 20 units for the past 2 weeks now. Side effects have been pretty minimal. I've had a couple of very mild headaches over the past 4 weeks that have always resolved with some extra hydration. In my first 4 weeks, I was having some mild nausea, but I realized the nausea was only happening if I hadn't eaten for a while. That's one thing I can say about tirzepatide is that it is very effective at decreasing your appetite to the point I would get caught up in my day and forget to eat because I just wasn't hungry. I've been more intentional now about making sure I'm eating enough and not waiting too long between meals or snacks, and that has really helped. I'm still taking 600 milligrams of magnesium citrate to make sure I'm pooping at least once per day, and that has continued to be effective. My energy has been really good, and I feel like I've found what works for me to minimize or prevent the mild side effects I was having. Overall, my body has adjusted pretty well to the tirzepatide, and for me, the benefits of tirzepatide far outweigh the mild side effects I've had to navigate. At the start of my journey, I promised to be 100% transparent with you throughout this entire process. And sometimes life throws us a curveball and we get a little off track. I came down with a really bad cold in week 7 to the point I ended up at urgent care because I was worried I had developed bronchitis. Thankfully, I didn't have bronchitis and I didn't have the flu or COVID either. But boy, this one hit me pretty hard. I'm still not 100% recovered at this point. The cough still kicks in at night or if I'm outside in the cold air. So I haven't been going out for my walks, and it's been difficult to meet my protein and hydration goals over the past couple of weeks. I was a little worried about how all this would affect my body composition, especially my hydration and lean muscle measurements. Surprisingly, everything still looks good so far. And I'm not sure, I don't think I'll really get off that easy. I have a feeling all of this will catch up to me maybe in the next couple of weeks, but I'll keep you updated on if or how this ends up affecting my results. I do know getting sick definitely threw me off my routine. My energy is gradually improving and I'm slowly getting back on track with everything, but it hasn't been easy. I know it was important to give my body extra rest so I could recover, but it's just not getting sick that throws us off track. Things like vacation, work schedules, family commitments, holidays, etc. So, what do you do to stay consistent with your routine when life gets in the way? Let's maybe try to help each other with some ideas in the comments below. The results I've had in just 8 weeks on tirzepatide have been stunning, but this journey is far from over. I still have more work to do, and I can't wait to see what happens in the coming weeks. If you're curious about my 12-week results, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that update. And if you haven't watched my last video about how creatine can help stop muscle loss, boost energy, and protect your brain health in menopause, you don't want to miss out on that one. I'll put a link to it here at the end of this video and in the description below. Really, it's a must watch for every woman, but especially for women in menopause. So make sure you share it with the other amazing women in your life. In the meantime, I'd love to hear your experiences with menopause, with weight loss, or GLP-1 medications. So let me know in the comments what's working for you or what you're struggling with. And let's keep moving forward on this journey to better health together. I'll see you next time.